Hi everyone, we're doing beef ribs today, sous vide style on the Somerset grill. Now ribs tend to need to be done low and slow, so sous vide is a great way to do it. If you haven't got one or you're interested in what I use, I'll put all the links in the description below, but it's super easy. So all I did was get these ribs from the farm shop, brought them home, get all the equipment out, put the beef ribs into one of the vat pack bags, and I added butter, salt and pepper. Then I used the machine to seal them up, and I set the sous vide up for 65 degrees. All you do is you put the beef ribs into the water and you let them sit in there, in theory, for as long as you like. Now after about 18 hours, they were a lot softer, which is what we're looking for. All I happened to do then was put them in the fridge because I wasn't going to be doing it there and then, and now I'm cooking them today to show you. And this is what they look like. They don't look obviously very appetizing at the moment, so that's just all the butter and the fat, and there's loads of flavour in there. Beauty of sous vide is all that flavour is locked in. So all I'm going to do is get the Somerset grill ready, get it nice and hot, and then we're just going to sear those off, warm them through, make sure they're cooked, and they should be fantastic. Now don't be afraid of sous vide. All it is just a water controlled bath basically. You set the temperature of the water and the meat or whatever's in there will hold at that temperature for as long as you want. The only reason we're doing this is because we want to break down those muscle fibers in the tough ribs, and then your mouth is going to really thank you for it. Now this for me was a bit of an experiment because I wanted to find out exactly how these particular beef ribs were. You could add whatever flavors you want in here. You could add your barbecue sauce in with your vat pack bag because the juices are not going to go anywhere. Go nuts, put rubs on there, put sauces in there, do whatever you want. They are looking really good. You see how all the fat is still on there, and that what looks like gravy, that is its own gravy, so they should be phenomenal. Okay, I've got the embers ready now. Let's put the beef ribs on, and I'm going to put them bone side down. So again, the plan is to not cook these too quickly. I want to warm these through because obviously they've been in the fridge. You could take it from the sous vide and go straight onto the grill, that wouldn't be a problem, but time constraints means I've got to do it this way. So remember, you're going to need to keep adding a few bits of wood on there. Doesn't need to be wild, keep giving it a jig, moving the embers so that you've got fresh embers underneath, and that will just stay nice and constant, 1 or 2 logs at a time. The key to this is nice and slow and steady, nothing to rush here. You don't want any sort of hot flare-ups, anything like that. Just cooking it through, and you want all that smoke and flavour to go into the meat. Okay, so you can start to see that the marrow is bubbling just a little bit, so I think that it's time to turn these over. And they are looking really good. So notice that none of this is burnt. You want that sort of goldenness. This one's a little bit, but that's just because it's closer to the heat. I'm really happy with that so far. So you've got to remember that the sous vide has already cooked it. All we're doing is putting some colour, some extra flavour, and a little bark on it, hopefully. Now what I would recommend you do is not waste any of that. When I just be putting it back on. Now you could use a little herb brush at this point and add even more flavour. I'm just going to put that back on, and then when I turn that over, I'll do it again. So I've just reordered them, so this was the one closest to the grill. You might want to just sort of shuffle it because obviously you do get heat from the ember maker there. It's been about sort of 15-20 minutes now, so let's turn them over again, cook to colour, so they're nice and golden like that. And then the only thing that I'm going to do, which you might want to do, is put a little glaze on it just at the end, and I'm just going to paint some barbecue sauce just all over there. Do not hold back at this point, go for it. There we go. So just look at the thickness of that beef rib, some beef fat chips there, and then just over the top some fresh chives for a bit of colour. Here you are. And lastly, if you want to have a little look inside, 3, 2, 1. Just look at that. Absolutely stunning. 18 hours, it's really soft and tender. Give it a go, let me know what you think. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, then let me know. I'll put the full method in the description below, just in case that helps you. I'm welcome to any suggestions that you have, and if you've got any special requests, just let me know. Until the next video, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you soon.